Hey everybody, welcome back. Mr. Balker here again. I'm going to go over the next lesson on A Raisin in the Sun. This is Amplify Unit 7B, Subunit 1, Lesson 14. Lesson 14 is titled, Let Me Tell You. Why is it titled that? Here's the gist of the lesson. There's a lot of reading in this one, okay? You have to do a lot of reading of the play. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to feel like the most depressing part of the entire play for you. And it hasn't been all peaches and cream, right? There's been some challenges already. We've watched our characters sort of get kicked around. Then there's something good that happens. We think, all right, man, things are going to go okay for these guys. But they don't. So let's talk about it. So what happened? Number one, they got the $10,000 for Walter Sr. passing. And Mama makes a decision to take $3,500 of that and invest it in a home for the family to live in. She wants to make sure that Walter Jr. feels like the man of the house, that he rises to that challenge to be the guy to take care of the family. And that includes her, and that includes her daughter, his sister, Beneatha. So what does she do? She approached him a while ago and she said, look, I didn't spend all the money on the house. I spent $3,500. Here's the rest. Here's $6,500 cash. Go to the bank, put $3,000 in the bank for Beneatha, and for the other $3,500, you do what you think is the right thing for this family. You do what you think is going to help this family the most. And so those are the directions that she gives him. That's not what he does. He wants to open this liquor store. He believes that this is the right idea, that's going to make all the difference in the world. It's going to take care of his family forever. Remember, going back to the beginning when he talks about his friend that opened the dry cleaning business, that person is doing well. That person's making buckets of money. They're very successful. Walter's jealous of that. Walter wants that for himself, for his family. And so he believes that this liquor store idea is the thing that's going to turn it all around, okay, that's going to make a big difference. So he gives the money to his buddy Willie. And Willie, Walter, and Bobo go in together to buy this liquor store. So this lesson deals with Bobo's visit, when Bobo comes back. And you're going to want to read it because it's an ugly conversation. The things that you need to know in advance, Walter is the only one, other than Bobo of course, who knows that he did it. So Walter's excited. Walter knows, heck yeah, man, Bobo is supposed to go down to Springfield. He was supposed to help us get a liquor license. Him and Willie and I are going to get this business started. I'm so excited. It's all blue skies. I can't wait. And then Bobo comes and he's a little shaken up. And Walter's like, dude, hey, what's going on, man? And that's when things go wrong. You want to read it so you know exactly how it went because you need the language. But I'm going to tell you what happened. Willie took the money and left. Willie took Bobo and Walter's money and just disappeared. What happens to this legally? Nothing. If you and I have an agreement and I say, hey, I need you to do this, and you're like, cool, give me $50,000, and I just hand you a stack of $50,000, we don't have any written documents, that's it. I gave you $50,000. I'm an idiot. And essentially that's what Walter is in this situation. He entrusted all this family money, $6,500, which in those times, $6,500 is a lot of money. And he entrusted it to Willie. And Willie just took it. And so now what you have is the fallout from that conversation. You have the family coming to terms with the fact that, oh my God, you did what? You gave away all of it? You lost all of it? And Mama gets to a point where she's losing it. She really snaps. She's frustrated, she's crying. She's beating her own son across the face. She's so frustrated. This is a good, old, Christian black woman who loves nothing more in this world than her family. And she is so hurt and broken by this, by the foolishness of it, and by the reality that all of their dreams are sort of going up in smoke, that she just has this moment where she snaps. It's crazy. So what do you need to do? You need to go ahead and go through all of these slides to know what happens. And the big thing that I'm going to grade here is the solo. The solo asks you to do a couple of small writing things. I only need a few sentences. And then it does ask you a few multiple choice questions as well. This is an important lesson because this is going to set up your understanding for the conclusion of the story. We're almost done. And this is certainly the lowest point so far. So, go ahead and go through that. Read all of the text. You have to read the whole next act, basically, where they take the next step. And then I will see you for the next lesson. But make sure you've done the solo and you're very familiar with it, because the next lesson is crazy. It's crazy. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again for the next one.